No pen, dude.
No, we have a pen. Why do you look at me? You're the one that realized it.
Pen.
This is a good intro. Slide.
Slide with my slide.
Welcome, you guys. Deck Kickin' Monday.
Well, that is bright.
Oh, here
I should
we
get
go.
my shades. Gotta
Do we
wear
need to close the window?
shades. No, I'm good.
You could wear your sunglasses in these videos.
That'd be cool then.
It'd probably be less distracting to people. Oh, we're gonna have to stop the camera.
We're good.
There we go.
Now I can doze off. No shit.
It's like sitting in the back row. You think you're cool. Look at you. And the teacher, except, yeah.
That's nice though. I can see the camera and not have to. Let's get to it. I know. Let's get to it.
Don't mind him, guys. Happy Deck Kickin' Monday. We are glad you are here. If you're new to our channel, some of you are new. Our channel's growing as a result of us sharing our story last week, and that was a difficult but so worthwhile video to make. I will link it down below about child predatory sex offenders that we talked about. Thank you guys for all the love on that video. It was amazing.
Definitely share it with your friends and family.
That's right. Yes, and thank you for sending us emails. Those of you who did. So, okay, Deck Kicking Monday. Here we go. First off, did you guys hear the announcement about our videos? Exciting announcement. I will link that video down below as well.
Oh, yeah.
In the previous vlog section. Anyway, we have some exciting changes, and we're no longer going to be, we're replacing our daily vlogs with a Monday Deck Kicking Monday, a Wednesday dinner vlog, and a Friday thrifty finds Friday.
That's right. Bam!
Fridays.
Food vlogs are back.
Food vlogs are back, but Fridays will be like haul videos, thrifting videos, things like that. And then an occasional family vlog in there as well. So, I don't know, good stuff to come, you guys. We're really excited about it. It works with my homeschooling. We've calculated the time commitments for everything, and it should be great. It's exciting. We're really excited. So hang in there with us. Share us with your friends if they're looking to eat healthier and stick to a budget with these Deck Kicking Monday episodes. Leave a question down below. If you have a financial related question that you would like help with, or you're going through something that maybe you don't know what to do, or it's really tough, leave it down below in a comment, and we may pick yours to read next week.
It's kind of like The Price is Right. You never know if you're going to get picked.
Come on down.
All right.
You're a winner.
Oh, boy.
The Price is Right. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, boy. Close.
You can't even see his reaction because his glasses are on. Now I have that just in my head. Okay, first question. Let's start this. I'd say there are numerous humanitarian international organizations that would appreciate your donation, such as the Red Cross, Doctors Without Borders, UNICEF, etc. More locally, there should be sports teams for youth, marching bands, or other youth-oriented activities, and would appreciate your giving. Think about what you are passionate about fixing and then help fix it. I'm in Norway, so I'm familiar with non-tithing, but lots of causes need help. Now, this was a couple weeks ago.
That was a response to a question, wasn't that?
Why did we take off Deck Kickin' Monday last
Because we were on vacation.
We were really sick.
And we were both puking.
That's right. That's why we were, yes.
I was green. A couple of videos there, I was like green.
Yeah, so this is going back 2 weeks for our 2 week ago Deck Kicking Monday episode. And we talked about, somebody asked about what do I give to if I don't tithe to a church? And these were all fabulous. There's so many things out there to give to, you guys. This was a great Red Cross doctor. There's tons and tons to give your money to. But make sure, this was a good point, make sure you're passionate about what you're giving to. Mm-hmm. And then you'll be more excited to give to that cause. So, good ideas. Let's see. What would you do? You can.
Well, I can read this one. What would you do? A, only buy food when it's needed, so you have to use everything you have. Or B, go grocery shopping weekly and fill up on what's needed. Well, I kind of think you have to do both, don't you? You have to go grocery shopping to get what you need, but you should use everything you have at home.
Yeah, no, I totally get what you're asking.
Maybe that's
a man's mind just doesn't under. So we follow choice A. We only buy food when it's needed. So you have. Well, let's see. We're kind of do a little bit of both. You're right, I guess. Yeah. We buy food when it's needed, so you have to use everything, or go grocery shopping weekly and fill up on what's needed. Except we go grocery shopping
every 2
bi-weekly.
weeks.
or bi-monthly, every 2 weeks.
So I guess some people I know have like these huge pantries of like buco food in there. We don't. We like buy what we use because all that stuff ends up going waste, because back in the day we used to do that, and we'd go to clean out our pantry and we'd have stuff in there that's like 4 years old, and we just threw all this stuff away. So we have like maybe 10 or 15 cans of fruits and vegetables and stuff like that in there right now, but we only buy what we need.
Yeah.
And we do it every 2 weeks.
And we meal plan every 2 weeks, and we only buy what those meals require, plus our usual staples like cereal and milk and eggs and bread for him.
Less waste, lots of less waste.
Yeah. It's simplify your fridge and your pantry, guys. Okay, I am in baby step 2, but have more than $1,000 in my emergency fund. I just felt God telling me I needed more. I'm glad I listened, as I just had to spend $2,700 for an unexpected emergency. And I must say, while the emergency itself is a stress, it was so nice to be able to just pay for it and not have to worry about the money aspect, or to be able to tell my dad about the issue, but also be able to show I was able to take care of it myself and not calling him for help with the money part, but just calling to inform. I felt like a real adult, able to handle my responsibilities.
High fives. Whoosh.
Laugh out loud. I still have more than my $1,000, but do not plan to pay that $2,700 back until I am out of baby step 2. But I know God was speaking to me for this issue, as he knew it would be coming up.
There you go.
It is not a disaster or an emergency when you have that money there. And to plan ahead. You might think it's more stressful to plan ahead, but the better you get at planning ahead, the less stressful a catastrophe is going to be, because you've already expected it. Like your car is going to die. Start saving for it now, and then when it dies, you're not really surprised, and you have the money saved up for it. Good job.
I know you say the daily vlogs are to watch a family say no, save, and keep costs down, which is awesome, but you're not as transparent as you used to be with your numbers. This is not a criticism, just an inquiry into why. I love, love, love your daily vlogs. Keep them coming.
And this is an announcement that we're stopping the daily vlogs. Well, we're just changing.
I think it's just a slippery slope, I guess, you know?
YouTube, you have to, last fall changed us a lot, you guys.
Yeah.
And what we disclose, and honestly what we don't disclose. And we have to do it for the protection of our own family. And as well as in the area of our finances, we read a lot of, when we shared where we were at, or our monthly update, we got a lot of people that felt discouraged because they weren't able to do what we had done. And then that whole comparison game started. And it really started an unhealthy circle. And we want you guys to not compare yourself to us or to our progress or our income. Although I think a lot of you would be surprised on how little how much we have in common, and how little our income really is.
But it seems like the more specific the numbers got out there, it just became that's exactly it. It was more of a comparison. It was more of a, well, they make too much, or they make a lot more than we do, so they're living in a world that we're not living in.
When we're just like you.
Yeah.
And we didn't know any other way how to handle that than just not bring it up. So that's why. If you have a question specifically for us, please leave it down below, and we would be happy to answer questions. But it's not something that we just go out there and
some things we'll tell people. We don't have a problem with that. That's cool. But it's just more of a comment than it would be just a public whatever.
Right. Because we're here to lift you guys up and to inspire you and to help you achieve whatever it is that you need to achieve and be your coaches. So that's why. To the poster with the retirement concerns. Retirement accounts is the place where I think Ramsey takes a wrong turn, especially if you have a company match. This is talking about 2 weeks ago. What was that, an 8% match? Yeah, the employer had an 8% match, and they were torn whether to invest, even though they're on baby steps 1 and 2. And so this is in regards to that. This is just another comment somebody made. Retirement accounts is the place where I think Ramsey takes a wrong turn, especially if you have a company match. You're throwing away free money that will build so much more interest over the span of 30 or so years than any interest you will pay on an extra few months or year of paying off debt. Maybe don't kill yourself to contribute more than 8% at the moment, but take advantage of that company match as early as you can. When you're debt-free and in your 60s, you'll be happy that you did. I just think that not contributing to retirement is sacrificing some serious long-term progress in order to achieve short-term goals. I do like the idea of selling something to pay down the debt though. Try to settle your debt in any way possible, but only decrease your retirement contributions as a last resort. And also remember that Dave Ramsey isn't the end-all be-all when it comes to financial advice. Just do some research. There's a whole lot of good information out there. I agree with you on a lot of your statements. I
think every situation is different. I mean, I agree that he's not the end all. We get that.
But I'm blessed by him and his teachings because we didn't know that, and for the first time we were taught about finances. So yes, I think as you get on this Dave Ramsey route, this road, and you start to accomplish your goals and your dreams, you start to look at things, you gain experience, and you start to look at things differently, that it's not just because Dave Ramsey says it. Maybe you start to form different beliefs, and there's nothing wrong with that. He is not the end all be all. We are grateful for his teachings because I don't think we would be here, honestly, without it. But
I mean, like this situation, I mean, every situation is different. I mean, I agree with what this person commented on to a certain degree. I mean, it depends like the debt. I mean, if you're going to stop doing that 8% match for 5 years to get out of debt, I can understand what this person's saying. That 5 years, you'd make money on the long run. But if this is a 6-month thing, if I stop paying that 8% for 6 months to bang out all my debts and then I'm done, I wouldn't have a hard problem with not contributing for 8 months or 6 months or 4 months. So there's that gray area. It all depends on what's your situation.
I just want to say I love you guys and I get inspired by your debt kicking ways. I'm 24 with $11,000 in school loans and $2,000 in collection debt from when I was 18 and living on my own. I don't regret the way I lived because I didn't have any help back then and I was doing what I could with the knowledge I had. But now I am unemployed and living with my fiance who makes around $1,100 bi-weekly. All the bills are in his name because he has the better credit than I do, except the apartment and the electricity. Those are in my name. We struggle to pay the bills, though we should have enough to be on a zero-based budget, but my fiance gets very upset if he can't have $300 to $500 of pocket change in his pocket. I have tried everything as far as helping him see where I'm going, what I am doing to pay things off, but if the bill is not in his name, he doesn't think it's a bill he needs to pay. I have even stopped paying my debt off just so he could have the money, and it's gone too far. How can I help him see that we are not living like his father, who was a wealthy doctor, and that we are living more modest without him thinking I'm stealing all of his money from him? I am no saint either. I do have an emotional spending habit that I've been working on and doing much better with. I hear you, sister. I had that exact same habit. You know what?
If you guys are fiance and you're thinking about getting married, this goes back to a couple weeks ago when people were like, just do it. Don't worry about it. Just do it. This is kind of an example of you need to get your finances squared away before you guys get together, because once you guys get married, no matter if he thinks, well, that's not my debt, that electricity bill is not in my name. Once you're married, there is no his name, my name. It's your name.
And you guys have to work this out. Like
when you're
married, you have to be to a you have to work this out, which I'm sure you know. It has to make you question that, is this somebody, I'm speaking as if you're my own 24-year-old daughter, is this someone I want to spend the rest of my life with? If his perception is very different of money than yours, and not just money, because money is entangled in everything, this could create a problem. And do you want to marry someone where this could be a problem down the road and then could potentially end in divorce situations? We know several people that has happened to. It almost dang near was this close from happening to us. And so we say it with love. Is it possible to separate everything, even if it means you moving out until you guys get married, because then there are clear lines as to what is his and what is yours, and that might be a healthier environment for you guys to still be fiancés but get your stuff in order. I mean, if that was me, I would do that. I would be like, this is causing a big problem. I think I'm just going to move out, have my own stuff, and if there's things that you want to accomplish, it's not too late to accomplish those things, and then come together and get married. But if you guys are in the U.S., are you in the U.S.?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say. Take an financial peace class together if you're in the United States. If you're not, you can take it online. Go to daveramsey.com. And that is something we are going to require for our girls before they get married. Every single one of our 3 girls will have to take FPU with their spouse, their fiance.
Well, the good news is we're homeschooling, so they're going to take generation change before they even graduate. That's kind of a requirement here at the house.
They don't have a choice.
They don't got a choice.
But it's true, because you need to be on the same page financially. That is a disaster if you're not.
Yeah.
And I think that you know that. So there isn't the he said, she said. There is no way around that unless you're on the same page.
Another thing I'd like to say is do not stop paying your debt and your bills to give him more money, like you stated.
That's right.
It sounds like if he's got more than enough money, he shouldn't be taking your money.
And don't feel guilty.
No.
That's why I said maybe move out, so that you're responsible for your bills and he's responsible for your bills, his bills. Oh, you guys. And the emotional spending. Okay. That's a tough one. That's a whole nother video in itself. How I curbed that is I found joy in other things. I would spend a couple hours in a bookstore just reading books, and maybe walk away with a magazine. At the end of the day, I would give myself $5, and that was it. And it made me look at things differently. I learned to garage sale because I could stretch that $5. So get creative with your money. Give yourself a set amount, and that's it. Okay, and I'm speaking not just to you, to everyone else who has emotional spending habits, because it's real. That struggle is real, and it can just destroy you. So try those tips. Hi, Christine and Josh. I have a question for you guys. I'm 35, single, no kids, and I'm on baby step 6.
Nice.
I'm preparing my will.
Sweet.
And I want to leave a portion of my assets to my siblings. My siblings make okay financial decisions, and they don't do anything extremely dumb with money, but they don't necessarily believe in a debt-free lifestyle either. I was thinking about requiring my siblings to read the Total Money Makeover, strive to follow the 7 baby steps, and live on a written budget before they can receive their inheritance from me. I firmly believe that following Dave Ramsey's financial steps will ultimately benefit them, and I want them to be able to use their inheritance wisely. But now I'm starting to wonder if it's unreasonable for me to require that of them. Like I'm forcing them to join a different religion or something. What do you guys think? Should I stick with this requirement, or should I just tell them to use their inheritance wisely and leave it at that? Okay.
The cool and groovy thing about a will is you can do whatever you want, and once that baby is official document, that's what it is.
Yeah, and I'm not just speaking to you about your siblings. Like, this is for any parent that is leaving money to their child. You have worked way too hard your entire life for someone to get a hold of that money and just blow it, and it's completely
Be like,
gone.
hey, I got some gambling debts. We should pay that off.
I would not lessen your requirements for your money.
No, I mean, if you think that they should read these things or take these classes or whatever, there's a reason why you think that.
Yeah, you have a
makes
gut
sense.
feeling. And like with our children, how we're going to handle it, we're going to be very open and honest, which is how Dave Ramsey handled it. He has far more money than we do, but he was open with his kids, and he said, this is what I expect, and if you can't live up to my expectations of how this money is going to be handled, you don't get it. And so if 2 of our girls are extremely so well managed with their money, and one isn't, that one isn't going to get the money. I mean, seriously, tough love. But hopefully we've trained them up. It's a little bit easier with our own children to mold them and help them to understand finances than it is siblings, especially when you're grown siblings. But that's how we're going to handle our inheritance with our girls. So it's your money. You get to do what you want.
You can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah. And maybe just gift them the Total Money Makeover. Allow them time to read it. Give them time to learn these things on their own. And plant that seed and pray for them. And after let them have these aha moments. Because when we read that book, it was life-changing. So let them have their own moments. And you may be surprised on what comes out. Maybe it's not just handling your money better, but handling their own money better. So I would do subtle references to Dave Ramsey, and not, because if you were like, you've got to do all these things, it's going to turn them off completely. And then that's going to cause a disaster
and all that stuff, yeah.
within your family.
Yeah. The Hubs and I are having a debate. I think it's better to save consistently every pay period a specific amount. My Hubs prefers to save the majority of his annual bonus, or about $2,500. What do you think is better? And what would Dave do? Well, I don't know what Dave would do. Well, I'm sure he would just say save what you can. But my question is it depends on if you're just, what is it? Is $2,500 just for what, a vacation or retirement or your 3 to 6 months? Because my thought is when you're putting money in every month, that's interest every month you're going to collect on that money, as opposed to putting that chunk in once a year. You're going to get more money. The money would build up faster monthly, but
You're investing.
I don't know what the money's for. You know, is it just for your annual vacation trip every year? Then it really defeats the purpose.
Here's how we handle our finances. I'll give you just an example.
You're like snugging up, man. I mean, you're just like almost sitting on me.
You. I was hoping you'd put your arm around me. Why are you separating me?
Oh yeah.
See, this is
driving.
really Margo.
Driving, yeah.
You should take me out on a date.
You smell good.
Anyway, focus. So, how we handle our money is we save money every month, and then we actually get 3 times a year where we get a nice healthy chunk of money extra. And so we're saving monthly for our baby steps, and we're saving those 3 times that extra money comes in. So we're actually doing both. Not everybody, how do you guys save? Let us know, leave a comment. Not everyone probably does it like this, but any money coming in needs to be on a budget. You need to be working towards your goals and your baby steps, whatever it is that you're on. So neither one of you is wrong, I would say.
It just depends on what you're saving the money for. Like I said, if it's a long-term investing when I retire in 30 years, do it monthly. Don't do it yearly.
We still would do it both ways, no matter what baby step we're on.
I know, but for them, it sounds like it's one or the other, is what they're asking. He wants to do it once a year. She wants to do it monthly.
Do your budget. Do your monthly budget and figure it out, guys. You got this. Just go figure it out. Just do your budget and figure it out. No. Anyway, hopefully we've helped. I don't know. Love your videos. My question is, after becoming debt-free and closing the credit cards that were paid off, how did that affect your credit? Did closing the cards actually hurt your credit score even though you didn't have any debt? I want to open a business and will not be able to cash flow all of it and will need a loan. I don't want to hurt my credit score. Thank you for any advice on the subject.
We closed all of our credit, back in 2009, I think is when we closed everything. And the only thing we have in our name now is the mortgage. And here 5 months ago, when we were looking at buying property and going through that whole real estate debacle, they had to pull our credit because we were putting applications in to buy a piece of property, stuff like that. And our credit is the best it's ever been right now. And for the last 6 years we've had nothing on there other than just our mortgage. No credit cards or anything. Yeah. So I would say for us, it doesn't hurt. It didn't hurt us.
Don't let them brainwash you.
No, you don't need to have
fall for that lie that you have to have credit cards.
Pile of credit cards to have good
get
credit.
Because
we have it. We don't use it, obviously, because we have just the mortgage, but...
And for traveling, you can use your debit card the same exact way that you
don't need a credit card.
So don't buy into that lie, you guys. So I hear a lot about people, how people cut out their car loan debt just like that. I don't know how it is possible when you are upside down on the car loan. This is our deal. We owe $20,000 on the car, and we can only sell it at $12,000 to $14,000 at the most for what it's worth now. Who's going to want to buy a used yet practically still new 2015 car at $20,000 when they can go to the dealership and get their brand new smelling car? You're in a pickle. Yeah. We have advertised the car in every way possible. Sometimes I've even sounded like a beggar. Like, please buy our car. Please, please. Yeah, pathetic and funny, but it's true. How does someone get out of this? Truly, if we were to sell it at $14,000, who's going to pay the remaining balance of our loan so that we can get and then give the title over to the new owner? We don't have the first penny to pay the remaining balance of the loan so we can get that debt off of our back. We are so stuck. What's your advice? You're not gonna like it.
You're not gonna like it, but here's this.
Who's gonna pay that deficit?
Is you.
You guys, and you're gonna have to chalk it up to stupid tax.
But the thing is here's an example. If you guys, this is the biggest issue is the people that go out and buy new cars. I don't know if it's just the new car smell or what the deal is, but if that car is truly not worth like you're saying it's a 2015 car. We're only halfway through to 2015, and it's already lost $6,000.
That is a good example of why you don't buy a brand.
That's why you don't.
We're not like
not dogging on you.
guys.
No, but what I'm saying
This is an example of why.
is if you are gonna go out and buy a new car, you need to, for one, don't. But if you have to for some reason, these are the things you need to think about.
This money is gone, and it's hurting these poor people who want to get out, who need to get out of their car.
So what you have to do is you have to go to your credit union or your bank or whatever and say, yeah, I've got a car that I'm upside down in. I need to get a personal loan, or you have to
some loan that they will release
refinance the house and take out some equity or something. But basically, you have to loan that difference you're upside down on. Mm-hmm. That way, you can sell the $14,000 chunk, get rid of it. Instead of a $500 payment on the $20,000 car, now you only have a $165 payment on the $4,000 or $5,000 that you were upside down on. But you're not going to be able to get away from that. You're still going to have to finance that, and you're going to be paying on it on a car you don't even own.
Yeah, which is
someone else is driving it for 2 years, but you're still paying on it.
Yeah, unless you decide that you just love this car and you have to not let that depreciation get to you,
and you suck it up and pay that car off.
You work your butt off to get that car paid off. So yeah, it's like tough love, guys. But this is what happens when you get a brand new car.
But I mean, just like for instance, the truck we bought. I did the homework. We did the homework. We paid cash for it, and I got like them to knock $5,000 off. So I paid cash for it, so I owned the truck outright the day I bought it. But I already had $5,000 of extra equity into it, so it would never have been upside down.
Yeah. And it's 12 years old.
And it's 12 years old.
Our family goes crazy for this truck. It's like a brand new. It's just as good as a brand new. So definitely buy used. Please, guys, buy used.
Yeah.
It's so much better financially for you.
But you need to talk to your credit union or somebody to see what you can do to get a smaller loan to walk away from the vehicle.
Mm-hmm. Okay, last comment. I was cracking up when you said budgets are hot. It's true, they're so sexy. They are. But I do have a question. I don't think this has been asked, but it's about alcohol. Do you guys ever drink? My husband and I like to. It can get expensive though. How do you work this into your budget? Do you include it into date nights or have a separate category? For us, it's very sporadic. We can drink more one week and less the other.
Drinking for us was one of those things that quit a long time ago. One, I didn't want my kids to see it because I don't want them to ask questions about it, and that was just a personal reference to us. And our beliefs don't fit in our line of what we believe, so we don't drink.
When we had kids, especially after Zoe was born, we had a meeting and we talked about parenting and habits that we want to model in front of our kids and not model because they're smart. He tried to have a beer one day, and Zoe was like, "What is that, Daddy?" He's like,
how come we're not drinking that? How come you're the only one?
When your kids are aware, that's a good motivator. Not do it.
Plus, as you can say, it can get expensive.
It is never Coke, Pepsi. Those kinds of things aren't even in our budget. Like that's a rare with a burger and fry occasion. But we don't do juice. We don't do soda. We just do milk and water because it's easy on the budget. So
I guess if it's something that you have to have and it's something that's part of your lifestyle you can never get rid of, then it's probably a sinking fund type thing where you put a little bit of cash in there every month, and it is what it is. So if you got $20, then you only got $20 to go buy whatever you need to go buy.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
Simple.
Let's wrap it.
Plain and simple. Thank you guys for another week of fabulous questions.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that. That was really bright.
Should he wear them every Kickin Monday?
Yeah, but I can't. Here.
Oh, jeez.
There, now we're good.
You have to
now we're good.
You should have done that before
the
video started.
I know. We're good.
Okay, guys, we'll see you next Monday. Leave your budget questions down below. Be sure to subscribe and share this video with all of your friends on your Facebook feed and Google Plus and Twitter and all of that good stuff. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Later. And maybe sell some garage sale. Something to help.
That's gonna be your answer to everything. Sell something. Sell it. Get rid of it. Maybe you have already. Then what?
Yeah.
Budgets are hot. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll actually offer